So today we are working with acrylic, and I have red, I think I'll use green and blue. I also have white and yellow. So today's class, the colors don't really matter. You can use whatever you have. If you have any color, it works for today. So today is a little bit interesting. I just want to show you, everybody. So today we are doing some pop art. So what this is I can show you.
Make the picture.
So we are doing a strawberry today. So you can take a picture of that one.
Okay.
But we're doing more than one. So we're doing several of them. So today we're learning something called pop art. And I'll write this down for everybody.
Jenny, today I have 2:15 I leave. I
that's okay.
I practice myself, okay? I make the picture.
Okay, that's okay.
Thank you.
This one is okay. You don't need to stay for the whole time. You'll be able to finish it by yourself. So this is called pop art. So we're doing something today called pop art.
Pop.
Just like the 3D.
A little bit, kind of. So what this is this is an art movement that started in the 1950s. So this is an art movement. And basically the pop art type of art, it looks like this. So there's a lot of bright colors. They also use a lot of dots. So they use pop culture as well. So it's a very colorful style of art. And one more thing is this, we're doing this today. So basically we're taking the same object, drawing it many times, but adding inverse colors. So what that means is the colors are opposite. They're inverse of each other. So for example, if the dog is blue here, in here, it's yellow. So these ones are different, right? These ones are complete opposite. So you can see how the colors are all inverted. So it looks really cool. So this is what we're working on today, except our picture today will be a strawberry because it's a little bit easier.
Okay.
So we can get started. Let's wait a little bit for everyone to get their paint. So again, because it's so many different colors, you can use any color you have. You don't need to use the colors I'm using. This one is kind of like almost cartooning, almost. So just get your paints out, and we'll give everybody, I think, a couple minutes to do that. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that I will do is split my page into 4 sections. So I'm actually going to use a ruler. So I'm using a straight edge to split my canvas into 4 sections. You can also do this with more than 4, but I'm going to stick to 4. So I want it to be even. Go 25, so that'd be 12. Can't see it very well. So something like this. Right, and then we will split it this way. 20 or 10. Okay. So I've split my canvas into 4 sections. And what I want to do is each section, I want to sketch out 1 strawberry. So before I start painting, let's pull out my strawberry. So I'm making the same picture. You don't have to do a strawberry. You can choose anything you want. You can choose any object. You can do a portrait. So that's of a person. Or you can follow along. Oh, my light went away. So if we do a strawberry, then we'll make the same strawberry on all 4 panels. We'll call them panels. So I'm going to start the sketching. So just try to copy that picture exactly. And if it's not perfect, that's okay. So 4 kind of egg-like shapes with a little, kind of a little point at the end. And then we want to make the leaves. So how to make leaves? Why don't we do 5? So we'll do 1. And maybe I want it like this for my stem. And then I'll try to do the same thing for each one. So this guy right here is my stem. I don't think it really matters though. So try to get it quite similar. So then we'll move over here. I should have started over here. And for anyone who's new to this class, I think I saw some new names that I don't recognize. Hi, my name is Jenny, and I am going to be here for the next 4 weeks. So Jane and I will be alternating for this class, so you're stuck with me for the next 4 weeks. So I'll do my stem first. So you get something like that. And then after we'll sketch in where our shadows are going to be. Let's make this one a little bit bigger. So now I would like to put in some shadows. So mark out where your shadows and highlights are going to be. For this one, very simple. So you have 1, let's put 1 on the bottom so we can mark it out. Mark all of the bottom out. And we will mark all the shadow on the leaves out. So the bottom part will be shadows. And we won't worry about the seeds right now. So strawberries have seeds, but I think we can do that later. So I'm marking out all the shadows. And then once you're done that, just you can make a shadow on the bottom. So you can start here and you can just make a circular shape. Or not a circular, so like a kind of like an angular carrot shape. And try to make them all the same. Okay, let's begin painting. So, for this painting, let's use, I think we'll do one of them in red. Maybe this bottom corner one we'll do in a normal red color. So let's do this one in red. So I have my red here. I'm going to squeeze it out. Just a little bit of red in my palette. And we'll use green for the stem. Watch this, I'm gonna peel this off. Ah, so nice. I love making it clean. So I'll squeeze the green beside it. There we go. Do we want to do yellow? Sure, why not? Let's do yellow. Actually, we'll do yellow a little bit later. So let's stick with red and green for now. And our background color can be, why don't we do blue? So I do have blue. You can use any blue you have. And if you want, you can mix your green with a little bit of brown, which is what I'm going to do because it's a little bit too cool tone for me. So I want it to be a little more real to the color of the strawberry leaf. So I'm mixing just a little bit of brown in there. You can also make it yellow. Okay, and you will need white as always. So we always use white just to make our shades lighter. We tend to go through a lot of white when we're painting. I'll get more than that. So I just have a couple colors. So first I'm going to start putting my green on my leaves. I realized I picked the largest brush ever. So I will put this in the background over here. Actually, let's make this background red. That might be fun. Okay, so green just for the leaves. This is not easy to use. Let me switch my brush. This one is too hard to use. I'll switch to a smaller brush so I can paint the leaves. So just go ahead and you're gonna paint the leaves green. And we'll add our shadows and highlights in a second here. So you got that one done, so you can take your time. I'm thinking maybe we do this shadow right here in green because we're doing the background in red. So why don't we do this? Or we could do the strawberry in green. Let's do this in green. So with this shadow right here, I'm gonna do it in green. And by the way, please don't feel like you have to use green. It might be more interesting if you choose a different color. So if you choose orange here, just put orange in the shadow. So whatever color you choose here, just use that color for the shadow. Doesn't really matter. Everything's all gonna be a little funny looking after anyways. Usually we paint the backgrounds first, but for this one, just to make it easier, because we're using green, we'll just use green here. Instead of painting each background a different color, this is just a little more easy for us. So I want to get my shadow a little bit rounder. So there you go. And before your green dries, so we'll do a couple of highlights and shadows. So for the highlights, we'll add some white. So any lighter color, you can use yellow as well. Yellow might look really nice. So you can use green, or you can use any light color just to make it a little bit lighter. Yellow will work well too. So that's one side. And then we want to make a shadow color. So for the shadow color, I think we'll use, let's do brown. So take your red or any color that's darker. So you can also use blue. It doesn't really matter. So you want to add even black, any color that's darker than this color, and that'll be our shadow color. So this brown here. So we have our highlight and our shadow for the leaves before that dries. So I'm going to go along the bottom of my leaves and add that shadow color. You can see it. Get something like that. And then I'll also take my shadow color and add some right here. It's a little bit hard to see on the camera, but it is making it darker. So on the camera, I think it looks like about the same, right? But we're actually making it darker. And then I go in with this highlight color, right? And then I'm gonna go and make some highlights. So you'll be able to see this one a lot better. So I'll go along the top. And then we'll go along the bottom of the shadow here. Or what is this called? This part of the shadow where it gets a little bit lighter. So you get something like that. Excuse me. So now let's do some red. So I got my red here. If you want, you can make it pink. Or you can use a different color like orange. Oh, I'm choking on some water here. So I'm just gonna go in and paint the strawberry red. I will need to wash this a little better. Still getting some green in there. So you just want to put in the red, and I will use my little brush to fill in the little creases. Usually it's more effective to paint over the red. So to paint the green after, we could have done that. So if I were to do this one again, that's probably what I would do. If you're new to acrylic painting, you'll find that your paint, beginner paint, tends to be quite watery, so you do not need to add water. If you add water, it'll function more like watercolor, which is more transparent, which means see-through. But for acrylic, it's supposed to be very bright and very bold. So it's supposed to be not see-through. So make our strawberry red, and we'll paint this background. So I'll just getting rid of that paint there. So go in with the red, and we'll paint this diagonal background. So you want to go in and so don't worry too much if it's not perfect, because our other color will cover that. Oops. So cover that. Cover. I'm just gonna get as close as I can. And then I'll use my skinny brush to see if I can get closer than that. Oops. I think we may need to use another color because we have two here. Okay. So one more thing. I think I want to make these leaves red. Or I can make this shadow red. What do I want to do? Let's go ahead and make this shadow red. And if you're not using red, then that would be your orange or whatever you are using. And then we'll have to go in and do our highlights and shadow for the red strawberry here. Okay, so now let's finish up this shadow. So we need a dark and we need a light. So for the light, we can add white. So for the highlight, let's add some white. And then for the shadow, we'll add blue. No, we'll add green. Let's add some green. Actually, I don't like that one. Maybe we'll add a bit of blue. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add a bit of blue. I'll take that and add a little bit in. That's my shadow for my strawberry. Okay, so now I have almost a purpley color. That's gonna be my entire shadow. So remember when we drew out the shadow? Because that's gonna be that line you follow. You can still kind of see it. And I'm just leaving a strip of red showing there for the aesthetic. So there we go. That's the darker shadow. I'm also going to add it over here. So just one line across. Just like I added that up there. So you get that. And then I'm gonna go in and add that shadow to under my leaves. You can skip this step if you want. So I have my darker and my lighter, and then for my highlight, I will put it on top right here. So just make a line on top of the strawberry for your highlight. Something like this, okay? And then do the same for this down here. And you can blend it in, you don't have to. It's pop art, so it doesn't matter too much. If you don't blend it in, that's okay. If you want, you can. And at this point, I would also take the lighter one here and add a couple of seeds. So it doesn't matter where you put them. Just remember, if you add a lot, you'll have to add a lot to the rest of the strawberries too. Because the point of this is you want them to look the same, but different colors. So they're supposed to be all duplicates or all clones. You can also go in and do that part later. So yay, we get something like this. our next one, I want to make blue. So I want to make a baby blue. Baby blue, we'll take some blue and we'll mix it in with white. Lots of white so we get a color like this. A light blue. Excuse me. And that's gonna be our background here. So I'm gonna go in with my blue. So if you were to do this again with a bigger object, I would recommend that you find some tape and you tape all of these squares so that it's a little bit easier for you. It'll be neater. So you just want to go in and fill in the background blue. You're also going to use the same blue for this strawberry right here because it's the inverse of this one. For this color right here, this shadow, you can leave it blank. We'll fill it in with the color from one of these squares. Oops, it's a messy. Oops, this brush is too long. Okay, so get something like this. So you have to fill in all of these little corners. And we'll take our blue. And we'll start to fill in our strawberry up here. So you're gonna fill in your strawberry. Right, so fill in your strawberry up here. I might need to switch to my smaller brush. And remember, we still need to do a highlight and a shadow here. I'm honestly gonna say, let's put some blue in this one too. So let's make the leaves blue. So I'm gonna just do this and then tidy it up with my little brush. So I'm changing to my little brush. Okay. And then all you're gonna do is come up here to fill in this.
Hello? 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 Yes, I can hear. Okay. What's that?
Mm,
真不懂。哦，投了，我们星期六去了。是，对。好，谢谢。拜拜。
what? So this one, oh, I think I may have, that's okay. So there's this one right here, this one, it's like this. I've confused myself. Something like that. That's okay. I'll come around and fix it once we do our leaves. All right, so something like that. And you might notice we're totally missing that shadow. So for the shadow, you can just pick any dark color. For example, I'm gonna mix my blue with whatever this is. And that will be my shadow. It's almost like a gray. I don't know if I like that. I think I'll just use the blue straight from the tube. If I use blue straight from the tube, that's my dark color. You can use any dark color, add it to your blue. And I just want to fill in my shadow. Then I want to do the same to this leaf. So I'm going to go under. Something like that. And then, of course, remember, we also need our highlight color. So we can also add this under the leaves. Just like we did here. So let's add our highlight color, which is just going to be white. So if you add white and blue, mix it together, that will be our highlight today. Same thing as here. One line up. And with the leftover, it's gonna go right here. Okay, there we go. So now your four corners are coming together almost. So I want to grab this and start making the seeds again. So I'm trying to get it as close to this as I can. And if it's not super close, oh well, that's okay. So we have this so far. Next, we will add in all of these colors. So lots of other colors we can add in. And we don't have a lot of time, so I'll jump right into it. So for these ones, you can use any color. Again, I'm thinking yellow. So we have 3 sections, which is 3 colors. So we'll do yellow. So I got my yellow out. I got my white. I think purple. Purple might be fun. If you don't have purple, you can mix together red and blue, and that will make purple. So we have yellow, purple, and what else is nice? How about orange? Orange I'm gonna make. So I need red. That's a lot of red. I need red and yellow. So half red, half yellow will make orange. I'll try to work a little bit faster because we're tight on time today. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that together to get orange. I'm gonna stop there because that's orange. So for my orange, let's do our shadow and our leaves orange. So I'll do this orange. Or should we do our fruit orange? Nah, let's do our leaves orange. So I'll get that in there. I'll do this shadow orange. Just working a little bit faster because of time, but you can take your time. Please do. Because the rest of the painting just follows a similar technique. And then I'll go in and do my highlights for that. And I think I'll do this fruit orange. Why not? Or I guess this strawberry has to be, how do I want to do this? Yeah, okay, we'll do that orange. So we'll do this guy. Orange. And then again, same procedure. So you're gonna mix your white and your orange to get a light color. And you're gonna use this as your highlight. So highlight goes here on the outside of the shadow. It also goes on this right here. That one's a little bit too thick. I think I'll redo that one. And then you need a darker color for your shadow. So I'm just gonna use orange and I'll mix it with whatever's left here. So we have a little bit of blue left. Anything works as long as it's darker. And we can use that as our shadow color. You just want to repeat the same procedure for this one right here. So for the highlights, go in, add your highlights. And then add your shadow. So for my shadow, I'm gonna use this color, the same color, or as close as I can get to it. If it's close, good enough. Again, your highlight, orange, because I want to add my seeds. So let's see what I did here. 1, 2, 3. Just working a bit faster. You can take your time. Please take your time. I'm just trying to see if we can finish this one. What did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. Because I want you guys to see the finished product. I think it will look super cool. Okay. So let's do purple or the berry. This purple is super dark. I'm gonna add a bit of white so it is not as dark. Okay, so this purple, we'll do purple fruit, purple background. You know what? Purple, that's fine. Any color works. No. Oops. So you want to color that in? Why are you bouncing? Stop bouncing. So go ahead, color the purple in. You're gonna color that in. Okay. So it's something like this, and you want to add your shadow. So you want to add your shadow. I'm just going to use dark purple. So I get to draw in my shadow here. And then I need to do my highlight. So that's just going to be white and purple. You can use whatever you like, as long as it's lighter than the purple, it will look great. So let's grab that. One line. Okay, let's add my seeds now. Just add that one back. Add that one up there. Sweet. One more. So we have our yellow. One tip is if you are using straight yellow, you can actually coat it or add some white and it'll make it more, it'll make it less runny. I need a bigger brush than this. And we need to add it up there as well. Okay, so we have that one. And then we just gotta do this one and this one. Oops. And then I just need to do right up here. So let's do that. We'll go ahead and finish this one. pop art is pretty fun. It looks very cool when it's done. So we have that, and I'm just gonna add my highlights. For yellow, I think I'll just use white for highlight, or else you won't be able to see it. Not much is lighter than yellow. And then for my shadow, I'll use, I'll just use a darker, kind of a mucky color. Oh, or you can use orange. Orange would be lovely for a shadow here. There we go. And you can also add to your shadow out here. So my highlight and my shadow. Okay, everybody, I think that will be it for our class today, because we're out of time. And this one is, I think it's done. If you want to keep adding, one more thing you can do is if you have a black pen, you can even use India ink, anything black. So you can make an outline for each strawberry. So you can see how there's an outline and it will make the strawberries pop out of the page. I think that will be super cool. Okay, everybody, let's see your work. Let's see if I can